healthcare teams are interviewing to hire the best people, you might be wondering, how do you really decipher what makes a quality employee? Is it someone who stays with your business for years? Could it be a person who impresses your ideal client? Or could it be someone who's on time? And really, it could just be all three. Before we get into it, I'm Shamika, founder of the NOSA Group, where we guide new and existing healthcare small business owners looking to advance their earning potential beyond clinical nursing. Together, we create your personalized roadmap to success with a proven method of what it takes to own a thriving healthcare business. When you're in the hiring process, you really want to make sure that you're first creating a work culture that is comparable to the candidate that you're looking for. So you really want to give some thought into what is your ideal candidate. You also want to take time to identify what qualities does that ideal candidate be able to bring to your organization. I personally describe this as situational interviewing style. It really allows you and the candidate to determine if they're a good fit for your organization or if you're a good fit for what they're looking for. And in these situational interviews, you're allowed to do a lot more listening and allowing the candidate to do a lot more talking. And of course, this opens the door for you to provide follow-up questions. And it really does determine whether or not the candidate is the right fit for your team. So make sure you're asking the right questions. First, you want to understand the candidate's professional trajectory. While you can see that on paper, having them walk you through their experience is a best way of them verbally sharing their background and goals so that you can identify any inconsistencies or issues along the way and they can communicate where there may be gaps. You want to understand more about their drive and their ambition, why they're looking to further their education and any sort of specific certifications or specialties that they may have that may add value to your organization. Another good question I encourage people to ask is, what do you want or what do you know about this company? I call it the what's in it for you. The reason you want to learn more is to determine how much time you have taken to learn more about your organization. Google is free. Everybody has it. So it doesn't even take 5 minutes to check it out. So you want to find out from them how much they already know about your business and what you do, as well as it leans towards any initiatives that they have or investments they may be able to bring to your organization. Another related question would be about also the steps to help seg you into a deeper conversation as to why they're interested in working for you. And this is where we talk about those follow-up questions. And asking them about their future plans, aspirations, desires in the future with regards to their career. This gives you a sense of if they're looking to be here for the moment or if they're looking to be here for a while. Next, I asked a few other situational questions to see how they have handled the everyday work situations, especially within healthcare. Some examples would be, how would you handle a situation where a deadline or project was due and it had passed? This really touches on their communication styles and their ability to handle multiple priorities. Another one would include, how do you handle a situation of multiple priorities? I like this one for healthcare professionals because we know how much our industry has needs that change at the click of a dime, and we have to switch our priorities for that particular circumstance. So in the staffing business, we really want to make sure that we have someone working on our team that's comfortable with doing that. And another set of situational questions that you can focus on with relates to teamwork. Being in the healthcare staffing industry, whether you're on the front lines, whether you're in the back office, is really about teamwork. It's a big part of our business. It's heavily team-based. So you definitely want to find out more from the candidate about how they handle and manage themselves in a team environment. A quality employee fosters a positive team environment. It's someplace they want to be. It's someplace they want to thrive. So in that environment, they'll be good communicators, they'll demonstrate with team, and they'll also be willing to help fellow team members. Think about questions that ask them to demonstrate how they've done this, as well as their capacity in collaborating and working well with others. And as we wrap that up, some other important questions to ask are along the lines of their skill sets. So their skill sets may be healthcare related or not, but you want to consider the things that may be essential for the role. You want to ask them to share any other skills or talents that they have that they use on a daily basis, or specialties or specialty situations that may create an added value. As well as, a good worker is not only someone who's qualified and has the required knowledge, but also someone who knows how to use it and advance the goals of the team. One of my favorite questions is, how do you stay updated in the industry? Trends and developments happen so swiftly in our industry, always changing. If they have professional development goals, those are opportunities to make connections and find out more about their desires and ways that you can support them. Plus, quality candidates typically have some sort of other goals and aspirations outside of the work environment. We all know failure is inevitable. So the final round of questions are around failures. So you want to have a way that allows you to better understand any failures and how they overcame them. A quality employee will show you signs of resilience, talk about how they learned from past failures or mistakes, how they've been able to see them as opportunities to grow. These questions will provide insight into the candidate's self-awareness and ability to adapt and improve. And finally, ask something like, what do you consider your greatest professional achievement and why? And in many instances, it doesn't have to be work related, but the circumstances around it and the why, or the what's in it for them, part of the conversation is where you really want to pay attention. Making sure that the questions you ask allows them to elaborate and goes way beyond your regular yes or no answers. These open-ended formats allows you to dig a little bit deeper and get some more insight into the applicant and open the doors for follow-up questions. These are the type of questions that will allow you to help and identify and hire quality candidates. We have lots of other videos that give you information about the process of not only getting your business started, but creating a successful, sustainable business. If you have any topics you want us to cover, feel free to drop them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, you can check out my live on these same topics, linked below. Be sure to click the subscribe button here so that you can come back and hang out with us. And if you have some time during the day, definitely feel free to hang out with us on our Facebook page and our Facebook group, where we have tons of topics and conversation happening all the time. And if you have some questions you want to ask me or the members of our community, feel free to join us on office hours every other Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. See you soon.